Imagine going to sleep tonight, and instead of your body slowing down and storing everything you ate as fat around your midsection, it actually flips a switch. It turns into a fat-burning machine, torching calories, repairing cells, and shrinking your waistline while you are completely unconscious. It sounds like a dream, but biologically, this is exactly what your body was designed to do. But for 90% of people, this mechanism is broken. It is turned off. You see, most people are doing things in the evening, habits they think are harmless, or maybe even healthy, that are actually locking their fat cells shut. You might be eating the right foods during the day. You might be exercising. But if you miss this one critical window right after dinner, you are fighting a losing battle. You wake up feeling heavy, groggy, and that stubborn belly fat just refuses to budge. But I want to show you one simple thing, one specific metabolic elixir you can put together in your kitchen right now that changes the entire hormonal environment of your body before you sleep. This isn't about taking diet pills or starving yourself. It is about understanding your body's chemistry. I'm going to show you exactly how to prepare this. I'm going to explain the science of why it works, so you understand what's happening inside you. And I promise you, if you make this a habit, you are going to see changes that you haven't seen in years. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell, and I want you to pay close attention because we are about to unlock your body's potential to burn fat while you sleep. Now, to understand why this one simple post-dinner habit is so powerful, we have to look at what is happening inside your body when the sun goes down. There is a war going on inside your metabolism every single night. And it is a war between two powerful hormones. If you understand this war, you win. If you ignore it, you will struggle with your weight forever. The first hormone is insulin. You've heard me talk about insulin before. Insulin is a storage hormone. Its job is to take energy from the food you eat and store it in your cell. When insulin is high, your body is in storage mode. Think of insulin as a guard standing in front of your fat cells, holding the door shut. As long as that guard is there, no fat can leave the cell to be burned for energy. It is physically impossible. The second hormone is your best friend. It's called Human Growth Hormone, or HGH. This is your youth hormone. It repairs your muscles, it tightens your skin, it heals your organs, and most importantly for us today, it is the most potent fat-burning hormone in your body. When HGH is high, your metabolism is on fire. Here is the problem, and this is the key to everything I'm going to teach you today. Insulin and human growth hormone are enemies. They cannot coexist in the bloodstream at high levels. When insulin goes up, growth hormone shuts down completely. It flatlines. So consider the typical evening routine. Eat a large dinner. Maybe it has some pasta, potatoes, or bread. Maybe you have a little dessert afterward. Or maybe you're just snacking on the couch while watching TV. Every time you eat, your blood sugar rises and your pancreas pumps out insulin. That insulin stays elevated for hours. Then you go to sleep. Your body wants to release human growth hormone about 90 minutes after you fall asleep. That is the natural cycle. But because you ate late, or because you ate the wrong things, your insulin is still high. The guard is still at the door. So instead of getting that massive spike of fat-burning, healing energy while you sleep, you get nothing. You spend 8 hours in storage mode. You wake up with high blood sugar, low energy, and that belly fat stays exactly where it is. We need to fix this. We need to clear the insulin out of your system so that the growth hormone can do its job. And that is exactly what this one thing, this specific nightly protocol is designed to do. I want you to go to your kitchen and we are going to create what I call the nighttime metabolic reset. This is a specific drink that targets blood sugar, stability, liver function, and digestion. It's not just water, it's a functional tool. The base of this drink is warm water. Not cold, not ice water, warm water. From a Chinese medicine perspective, and even in modern physiology, We know that cold water shocks the stomach and can slow down enzyme activity. Warm water opens up the vasculature in the stomach, it soothes the digestive tract, and it helps your body relax. We want to prepare the body for rest, not shock it. The first active ingredient, and this is the powerhouse, is apple cider vinegar. I want you to use 1 tablespoon of organic raw apple cider vinegar with the mother. Now, why is this so critical after dinner? Studies have shown that the acetic acid in apple cider vinegar has a profound effect on how your body handles glucose. When you consume acetic acid, it improves insulin sensitivity by up to 34%. That is massive. It acts almost like a traffic controller for your blood sugar. Instead of your blood sugar spiking rapidly after your meal, which causes that massive insulin surge, the vinegar blunts that spike. It keeps the curve gentle. By keeping your blood sugar lower and stable, your insulin levels drop faster. And remember, when insulin drops, the door to the fat cells unlocks. By taking this after dinner, you're essentially clearing the path for your human growth hormone to come out and play later in the night. You are reducing the storage time and increasing the burning time. The second ingredient we are going to add is lemon juice. I want you to squeeze about half of a fresh lemon into that warm water. Lemon is rich in citric acid and vitamin C, but the real reason we use it at night is for your liver. Your liver is your body's primary fat-burning organ. It is the filter. All the blood from your digestive system goes through the liver before it goes anywhere else. If your liver is congested, if it's sluggish, it cannot metabolize fat efficiently. Lemon juice helps to stimulate liver enzymes. It helps thin the bile, which is necessary for breaking down fat. Think about it this way. While you sleep, your liver is working the night shift. Do its job more effectively. A healthy liver is a prerequisite for a flat belly. You cannot have one without the other. The third ingredient is a secret weapon that many people overlook. Ceylon Cinnamon. I want you to add just a dash, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. But it has to be Ceylon Cinnamon, not the cheap cassia cinnamon you usually find, because cassia can be hard on the liver in large amounts. Ceylon is the true cinnamon. Cinnamon is incredible because it mimics insulin. It biologically acts like insulin in the body. It helps push glucose into your cells to be used for energy so that your pancreas doesn't have to work as hard. It lowers fasting blood glucose. By adding this to your drink, you are doubling down on that blood sugar control. Plus, it gives it a nice, warming flavor that signals to the brain that the kitchen is closed and it's time to wind down. And finally, the fourth ingredient is a small slice of fresh ginger, or a pinch of ginger powder. Ginger is thermogenic. That means it creates heat. It slightly raises your metabolic rate. It also aids in gastric emptying. It helps move food out of the stomach and into the small intestine. We do not want food sitting in your stomach, rotting and fermenting while you sleep. That causes bloating, gas, and indigestion. We want that stomach empty so the body can focus on repair. Ginger helps make that happen. So, let's review the protocol. About 30 minutes to an hour after your dinner, you are going to take a glass of warm water. You add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, the juice of half a lemon, a dash of Ceylon cinnamon, and a little ginger. You mix it up and you sip it slowly. Don't chug it, sip it, enjoy it. Feel the warmth going down into your stomach. Now, as powerful as this drink is, it is not a magic wand if you are ignoring the other side of the equation. There is a rule that must go with this drink for it to work. I call it the 3-hour gap. You must stop eating at least 3 hours before you go to sleep. This is non-negotiable if you want to burn belly fat. Let me explain why. It takes your stomach about 3 to 4 hours to empty a solid meal. If you eat dinner at 8 p.m. and go to bed at 10 p.m., your body is busy digesting. It requires a tremendous amount of energy and blood flow to digest food. When you are digesting, You cannot be in a deep state of restorative sleep. Your heart rate stays higher, your body temperature stays higher, and your insulin stays higher. But when you leave that 3-hour gap and you add this metabolic elixir in the middle of that gap, amazing things happen. By the time your head hits the pillow, your stomach is empty. Your blood sugar is stabilized. Your insulin is dropping to its baseline. This sends a signal to your brain. We are safe. We are empty. It is time to repair. And boom, 90 minutes later, that human growth hormone surges. Your body starts tapping into your adipose tissue, that stubborn belly fat, for the energy it needs to keep your heart beating and your lungs breathing while you dream. You are literally fueling your sleep with your own body fat. There is another layer to this that I need to share with you, because it is the reason why so many people fail even when they diet. It's the stress hormone, cortisol. You can drink the vinegar, you can skip the carbs, but if your stress levels are through the roof at night, you will not burn fat. Cortisol is a catabolic hormone. It breaks down muscle, but it is also a fat storage hormone, specifically in the abdominal area. High cortisol creates belly fat. It is a survival mechanism. Your body thinks you are in danger, so it holds onto fat to protect your organs. When cortisol is high, melatonin, your sleep hormone, is suppressed. And when melatonin is low, you don't get deep sleep. And without deep sleep, you don't get growth hormone. You see how it is all connected? It is a chain reaction. So, while you are sipping your metabolic tea, I want you to do one simple thing to lower your cortisol instantly. It is a breathing technique called the 4-7-8 breath. Here is how you do it. Sit comfortably with your cup of tea. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose quietly for a count of 4. Hold that breath for a count of 7. And then exhale completely through your mouth, making a whooshing sound for a count of 8. Let's do the math on why this works. When you extend your exhale, when you make the exhale longer than the inhale, you are physically flipping a switch in your nervous system. You are turning off the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight stress mode, and turning on the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest mode. Do this for 4 cycles. It takes less than 2 minutes. So now, look at the powerful routine you have built. You finished dinner early. You prepared your metabolic elixir, which stabilizes your blood sugar and supports your liver. You sat down and did your breathing to lower your cortisol. You have just created the absolutely perfect biological environment for fat loss. You have aligned every single hormone in your body towards one goal: burning energy and healing. I want to address a few common questions and safety tips because I want you to do this correctly. First, the acidity. Apple cider vinegar and lemon are acidic. For most people, this is actually helpful because as we age, our stomach acid gets weaker and we need that acidity to digest protein and absorb minerals. However, the acid can be tough on your tooth enamel. So, I recommend drinking this with a straw. If you don't have a straw, just rinse your mouth out with plain water after you finish the drink. Don't brush your teeth immediately after, as the enamel is soft. Just rinse. Second, if you have severe acid reflux or an ulcer, you need to be careful. Start with a very small amount of vinegar, maybe 1 teaspoon, and see how your body reacts. For many people, reflux is actually caused by too little acid, and the vinegar helps. But everyone is different. Listen to your body. Third, consistency. You cannot do this once and expect to wake up with a six-pack. Physiology doesn't work that way. It takes time to reset insulin sensitivity. It takes time to clear out a fatty liver. I want you to commit to this for 30 days. Give your body 30 days of this nighttime protocol. What you will likely notice in the first week isn't necessarily weight loss, yet it is energy. You will wake up feeling more refreshed. You won't have that morning fog. That is a sign that your blood sugar didn't crash overnight. By week 2 and 3, you'll notice your clothes fitting a little looser around the waist. You'll notice less bloating. You'll notice your cravings for sugar at night start to disappear. This is because your body is finally becoming metabolically flexible. It is relearning how to use fat for fuel. I also want to mention one more thing about your dinner itself. If you really want to supercharge this, look at what is on your plate for that last meal. If your dinner is a giant bowl of pasta or pizza, the vinegar helps, but it's struggling against a tidal wave of carbohydrates. To get the best results, make your dinner your light meal. Focus on protein and healthy fats and fiber. A piece of salmon with asparagus. A chicken salad with olive oil. When you eat protein and fiber at night, there is very little insulin response compared to carbs. This makes the job of the apple cider vinegar so much easier. You are working with your body, not against it. There is a saying that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but I disagree. I believe that for longevity and weight management, dinner and what you do after it is the most important. How you end your day dictates how you recover. It dictates your hormones for the next 8 hours. That is 1/3 of your life. Do not waste that time. You have the power to take control of this. Your body wants to be at a healthy weight. It wants to burn fat. It just needs you to remove the obstacles. The obstacle is the insulin. The obstacle is the late eating. The obstacle is the stress. Remove those obstacles. Add in this simple, natural elixir and watch what happens. I challenge you to try this tonight. Get the ingredients. They are cheap, they are available at any grocery store, and they are powerful medicine. Make your health a priority. You only get one body. Treat it with respect, give it what it needs, and it will reward you with energy and vitality. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment below and let me know how you feel after trying it for a few days. I love reading your success story. And make sure you share this video with your friends and family, share it with your spouse so you can do it together. Accountability is huge. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because I have so much more to share with you about how to heal your body naturally.